What's up, everyone? Today we are going to finally start on a project that I've been wanting to do on the Montero for a few years now. If you've been watching the channel, I did a video several months ago explaining the different stages of the my build of the Montero, and I covered stage 3. And in that video, I just covered what stage 3 consists of. But this is basically the beginning of stage 4. And stage 4 is to turn the Montero to be more of a camping rig. So in the past, it's just been me and my son going on camping trips, but lately my wife and my daughter have taken interest in going on camping trips with us. So that is one of the big reasons I am getting the Montero more of a camping rig. And the first step to that is building a table on the rear door. We've been in several trail trips during the day, and at some point during those trips, we will have lunch somewhere. And what we've been doing is making like a makeshift table, usually with the cooler, or using the back cargo area to make our sandwiches or whatever it may be we're prepping. And it's a little inconvenient and not the greatest way to prep lunch. So that is something, the main reason I'm actually building the rear table setup on the rear door here for the Montero. So when we do prep meals, it is a little bit easier for us and more convenient for us to prep those meals. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and build this rear table setup. So here's the plan. What we're going to do here, I am going to use this bottom part of the back panel as the template for the backing for the table. This is two piece, this is a separate piece. So I'm going to take this off and trace it. Obviously I have to so it doesn't interfere with the rear door seal. And I'm going to use that as the template to trace it. And I'm going to retain this rear door handle because there will be a sleeping platform in the Montero. So if I, my wife, or whomever is sleeping in the vehicle and you want to get out, you can get out through the rear door by that. I'm also going to try to retain this right here, this opening. This is for the rear door windshield reservoir fluid. It's actually very useful. We've been on trails where there's dust and whatever, and to be able to, for visibility on the windshield washer, does work, and it's very beneficial. And the other thing that I'm probably going to eliminate is the factory toolbox. This is a cool thing Mitsubishi offered on these Monteros. And to be honest, I've never had to use it because I have my own set of tools. I'd hate to get rid of it because it's a cool novelty thing. I mean, these are practical tools you need. This is for the factory jack. He got some wrenches here. He got some pliers, screwdriver, JIS, Japanese, a standard one. But you know, I don't really gonna use it. I already have my own set of tools. But yeah, that's the plan. So what we're gonna do is get started and get this table going. So I kind of ran into a little hiccup here in the design. What's going on here is I had measured from here to here. This is what the panel actually covers from here to here. Panel covers, like I said, from here to here. Problem is, if you can see, it drops down to this part right here where all the clips mount. So if you see in the panel, the areas where these clips on the panel mount, they make up for the dip from the door that goes down. So what's going on is I measured to cut the wood backing, the table backing accordingly. But the issue I'm running is the measurements are spot on to match the panel, but what's going on is it's not sitting flush because it's not technically straight. It dips down to here. From here to here is pretty flat, but it drops down a good 1.5 inches from here. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to remeasure and cut to where it's up to here. And once I do that, the backing should sit flush to the door. This will be exposed, which I'm fine with. It's not a big deal to me. But I'm trying to get this backing here pretty flat. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to try to do.
direction if you're on that side. Blade only goes one way. That way.
No. Hold on. No.
The line, didn't I? I don't even see the line anymore. Yeah.
So we're at the point now where I'm pretty much 95, 96% done with the rear table setup. The biggest obstacle was to utilize the rear door handle and the windshield washer reservoir cover. And it required me to obviously cut the holes for it and try to fit it OEM like. It's not perfect, but it's going to work. My biggest challenge was cutting the opening and making it fit, because the factory cover here is obviously really thin, and the piece of plywood that I'm using as the back piece is like ½ inch thick. So the biggest issue what I was running into was the handle bezel. What was going on, because of the thickness of the wood, it moved the bezel basically ½ inch farther where it would usually sit. And what was happening was this handle right here was partially engaged, whatever position. So what I was running into is I would have door latch issues where the door wouldn't even close, or sometimes close, and I couldn't have that obviously. So what I had to do was figure out how to make up that space to get it closer, make it fit and work properly. Which what I had to do is cut into the wood and make it sit flush, recessed inside the ½ inch piece of backing plywood, make it fit. I didn't have a handheld router. I think it would have been easier if I had it. We just had a really big one, and if you saw in the video, my wife was trying to figure it out. And it just wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to be accurate. It was just too big. I couldn't engage the cut. What I did is decided is to do the old school way and using chisels. And it took some time, but I'm pretty happy I did it that way, because I got to learn how to use the chisel a little bit better and shaping it and all that stuff. But I kind of got it to where I want to fit. And like I said, once I smooth out everything and clean it up, everything will fit perfectly, and go from there. But let me show you real quick what I was talking about here, getting it fit. So I don't know if you can see in this video, I cut it in right here, and then it's kind of recessed in here. So this handle can now sit flush and closer. If you see there, flush. It's not sticking out like it was before. Previously, it was hanging out, and like I said, causing that issue with the handle. After this, it's all final and finished prep work. So I'm going to sand down all the edges, make it all nice and pretty. I'm going to clean this up a little bit more, and then I'm deciding to do like a polyurethane coating, especially on the table part for extra durability, and then do the final install, see the finished product. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this final test fit and see what I'm talking about. So there you go. As you can see, it's nice and flush in there. It's not. It was like this prior, like what I was talking about. So me being able to do that now gets it. It's sticking up a little bit, and all I have to do is just clean it up to get this in a little bit more, and this should sit a little bit better. But even in this position, the rear door closes perfectly and opens perfectly, also from the inside. And then I still have the windshield washer reservoir cover, like OEM. If I need to refill it, there it is. Pop it out, refill it, because I still do use my windshield washer reservoir. Let's see here. Boom. So I'm very happy how it came out. Everything's nice and tidy. We're gonna start finishing this up, make it all look pretty. So I'm pretty much done with the table. I sanded it down, and what I did is I took the router here and smoothed out and rounded out the edges. I don't know if you can tell right there. So they're not sharp. I'm kind of rounded on the edges here. I did that throughout the actual table part. So it is done sanding it and it's drying. I wiped it off, and I'm about to apply spar urethane coating on the back here, the back and the tabletop. So I decided to go water based because it dries pretty quick, and oil tends to yellow through time. So I went ahead with got this. I chose spar because it's designed for exterior and interior. Yeah, I know the table is going to be mostly inside the Montero, but I just wanted some extra protection since when it is open, the door is open, it'll be exposed. It doesn't really hurt to have some exterior protection on it. So I decided to go with the spar urethane coating to help protect the surface of the table here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up and start applying it. Inside the house, actually, I'm gonna apply the coating inside because I don't want any type of dust particles or dirt debris or anything that's, if I did it outside, getting on the coating while it dries. So that's why I'm doing it inside the house. I would highly recommend you do that. That's from the videos I've been watching, that's what they highly recommend, trying to do in an area where while it's drying, there's no minimal chance for any type of debris landing on the coating while it dries. Even though water dries pretty quickly, it takes at least an hour to dry to the touch. So you want to avoid any type of or reduce the risk of any type of particles landing on the surface while it dries. So there you go, that's the finished product. I'm very happy with the way it came out, especially being my first time fabricating and making this table. There are some things I already know that I could fix and improve on. So I'm already thinking possibly a version 2 later down the road. But for this one, I'm very happy from the way it came out, and we're gonna get our use out of it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. So we're just gonna go over some details on the table. So what you can see here, this looks like a handle, but it actually serves as two purposes. It is a handle to um, move the table down, push it up, but it also is a paper towel holder. So you just remove this, comes right out, put the paper towel in there and slide back in, and it's pretty secure. And I'm having this secured by a simple hook latch here. So all I have to do is press that. This comes down. And then I have these folding hinges, these 90-degree folding hinges here. Holding the table. As you can see, I was able to utilize the factory handle bezel. This handle now fully closes. If you saw in the video earlier, because of the thickness of the backing compared to the factory plastic, it was a lot thicker, so the handle was pretty much like this. So I had to trim down, bevel it to kind of sit kind of flush in there. So that's there. And got the table here coated with the spar urethane. So the table set here, I have, if you're wondering why I cut it that way, well, if I had left it open, would not have access to the door handle when the table is up, so that kind of defeated the purpose. So anyways, I have all this table space here to prep food, stovetop thing, and then here, and then I added this right here for condiments or hold utensils. There's a little holder right there, and my axe has always been there, and then I have this to utilize to get to the windshield washer reservoir. So yeah, that's the table here. So to fold this back up, all I have to do is press down on those two latches and put the table up. That locks, latch it back on, and table's all secured. So there's the table. For those that watched most of the video and saw the process, thanks for watching. But yeah, I'm pretty happy how it came out. Look forward to start using this on our camping trips and reap the benefits of having a table set up on the back of the Montero here. But yes, I'm already looking at a few things I would like to change if I did a version 2, but I'm not really thinking about doing that. I really want to just enjoy the table, use it, and see as we use it what other improvements we can do. But for now, I'm very happy the way it came out, and just look forward to using it in our future camping trips in the near future. So yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. you have any questions or ideas maybe I should add, feel free to leave a comment below. And subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of things planned and a lot of good content I'm hoping to put out on this channel for everyone to enjoy, continuing doing our reviews, installs, updating the projects on the Monteros and the Galants, and going on these camping and hiking trips. But thanks again. Thanks for watching. Look forward to see you again on the next video. In the meantime, stay safe, be safe. See you then.